Hey, what is up, guys? I'm here to give you my main event review for July 24th, 2013. Tomorrow's actually my friend Steve's birthday, so wish him a happy birthday if you want. I don't really care if you do, but just letting you guys know. Um, this main event was okay. Everything was pretty predictable though. Um, but there was I remember and by the way, I have notebook today because my phone. Well, I misplaced my phone and I didn't really feel like looking for it. So we get the Miz and Josh Matthews on commentary as always. The first match is Sheamus versus Jack Swagger with Zeb Coulter. Sheamus still has the bruise on his leg. Zeb Coulter comes out and talks about the same old things he talked about with the illegal Americans, and he's confused whether or not he's in America or Texas. No, America or Mexico. And he actually says something that I actually found quite funny. He's like, he says that Sheamus is sneaked across our borders, but he doesn't know how, but he did. So I thought that was funny. But as for the match, it was a good match. Jack Swagger targeted the leg of Sheamus. He did foot DDTs, chop blocked him on the outside. He lifted his leg and put it and threw it threw it against the steel steps. And he just continued to work on the leg, and then Sheamus started to come back. At one point, Jack Swagger tried to go for the ankle lock, and Sheamus was countering it, but he still had it on when he was on his back. And yeah, and then Sheamus actually did the clubs when he said while he was on his knees and it was underneath the bottom rope instead of the top rope, and instead of doing the last club, he actually just punched Swagger, which I thought was a nice touch. And it's so good not to hear JBL say, "We gotta go a club win." It's so annoying when he says that. Then Jack Swagger does that ankle lock. He tries to put Sheamus's leg against the steel post, but Sheamus counters and throws him shoulder first into the steel post, and that pisses Swagger off. Jack Swagger goes in the ring, and of course he gets floor kicked, and Sheamus wins the match. So not much of a surprise, but it was an okay match. And then it shows CM Punk challenging Brock Lesnar to his match at SummerSlam. I still think there will be a stipulation involved. Last man standing. Makes sense. Then we got Sin Cara versus Drew McIntyre with Jinder Mahal and Heath Slater. Well, it's a mixture around that, but they really need to get Drew McIntyre back to where he was when he came to WWE, because he was he was awesome when he came. He had that look to him that you knew he was going to be a world champion. He was Vince McMahon. He was even said by Vince McMahon himself that he was going to be a future world heavyweight champion. So I don't really get why they're not using him. I think, did he piss them off or something? Yeah, and Sin Cara, the same thing. He came in with this big thing, and he hasn't really been doing much either. But I think Sin Cara, I don't know, I want to see Sin Cara do more, and I want to see McIntyre do more. Jinder Mahal, I want to see do a little bit more, because he's not a bad wrestler. Heath Slater, get him on. I wish they would release Heath Slater, actually. And Sin Cara does his high flying moves. He does flying what's it called? Not armbar. Arm throw, wrist throw or something, whatever it's called. Drew McIntyre starts to take control because Jinder Mahal got interfered in the match, and Drew McIntyre took control. Sin Cara came back, and then his backflip elbow, and then he tried to slingshot himself into the into 3MB, but 3MB caught him and put him back in the ring, which I thought was awesome. And then Slater and Mahal are distracted by Miz and Matthews for some odd reason, and so that allows Sin Cara to hit like this weird Hurricane on a face first move on him, on McIntyre for the win. And that was it. I actually thought the Wyatt family were going to come out for some odd reason. It just felt like they were coming out. Felt like the right time. And I'm glad Sin Cara finally has won a match. He hasn't won a match. I think since he's returned, because I think since he'd be way better, and he was supposed to have an Intercontinental Championship match, but that never happened. Then we get a SummerSlam that it shows the Raw rebound with the Daniel Bryan gauntlet stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing Bryan versus Kane, because I want to see what role the Wyatt family will play. Then we get Damian Sandow versus Justin Gabriel doing this. It shows a main event ad and that WrestleMania contest I told you about. I might try to enter it. That match was okay. I didn't mind it. Sandow comes up and talks down to the people and says that they've never won anything in their lives. And then Damian Sandow wins with a Faux Nelson Slam. I thought, and yeah, that was how it ended. It was not that match was bad. It just you knew who was gonna win. So as for this main event, it wasn't bad, but like the matches were good. They were just predictable. You knew that Sheamus obviously was gonna be Jack Swagger. You knew that Sin Cara was gonna be Drew McIntyre. I was expecting the Wyatt family, but it didn't happen. And I knew Sandow obviously was gonna beat Gabriel. But that's pretty much it, guys. I will be back tomorrow to do tomorrow, or I don't know. So I think I have some plans to do. So I will be back soon, because I'm going to be doing that TNA review and SmackDown review. So that's pretty much it, guys. See ya.